Hi, my name is Oriana Bretschker. I'm the CEO and founder at Aquacycl, and welcome to Wastewater Wednesday. So today we're going to talk about wastewater and your bottom line. Now, often wastewater and wastewater surcharges may not be the biggest item on your P&L. However, there are other things to take into consideration, such as reputational risk, changing regulatory environments, and uncertainty around where you can send your wastewater sometimes. So let's talk to specific areas of where wastewater can specifically hit. All right, now if you're tied to a sewer, that means that you're sending your processed water to a utility for treatment. Now, there's often going to be a billing structure that you negotiate with that utility. So you're going to be charged on the 1,000 cubic foot or 100 cubic feet that you send to the city, or cubic meters if you're outside the US. You're going to be charged by pound or by kilogram of biological oxygen demand, and there'll be a set price per kilogram or pound. And you're going to possibly also be charged by pound or kilogram of total suspended solid, or TSS. So you're going to have those three surcharges that are going to add up, and you may not always know what they're going to be because the city will also negotiate sampling plan. So they'll come to your facility and sample. It could be once a month, it could be twice a month, it could be every day. And then they're going to bill you based on what they sampled and what they found when they did an analysis of that sample for your BOD, your TSS, and your flow is already regularly monitored, so they know what that is for the month. So if you're sending something down the drain from a production process, so say you started a new bottling line, or you had a bad batch, or something is just not exactly working the way you want it to, you could see a huge swing in that utility water bill. So in order to avoid that, you may want to consider doing on-site treatment or hauling your wastewater off-site to a different area to be addressed. Now, if you're hauling water, there is a risk associated, right? Because you're going to have a truck on the road, you're responsible for the content of that truck. And if something were to happen, right, there's a reputational risk and an insurance risk associated with any sort of environmental contamination. And so that's something you don't necessarily want to do. Of course, it also increases your carbon footprint. So if you're worried about scope 3 emissions, right, that's adding to it. So if you start looking at on-site treatment again to avoid the off-site management of wastewater, you want to select a technology that's going to be best fit to your process, consume as little energy as possible, demand as few resources as possible from you so your personnel can focus on your core product. And you want to ensure that it's going to hit the permit requirement of your utility or your discharge requirement if you haven't had PDS discharge to the environment. So that requires some good thought into what you're sending down the drain, optimizing your process efficiency as much as you can, and then bringing in a technology like Aquacycl, which can help do that on-site reduction of all of those BOD, TSS, and energy required to treat water. And we do it as a service, so it simplifies your life and saves you on your bottom line.